Hello everybody, John Craig here with Performance Plus Tennis. If you're like most tennis players, you probably don't serve as well in matches as you do in practice. That happens to most of us. We practice really well, our serve feels great, we get in the match and our serve starts to abandon us. In today's lesson, we're going to go through the reasons why that happens, and I'm also going to give you some practical solutions for how to right your serve in the middle of a match and really improve your serve performance. So the first main reason why we underperform in match play is tension. And obviously when we're practicing, we feel loose and free, but when we get into matches, particularly matches we care about and want to win, we introduce more tension because we associate tension and muscle with performance. So it's very, very important that you get yourself nice and comfortable and relaxed when you're serving. And the easiest way to do that is to have a routine and a ritual between points and before you serve that really helps you settle in and get comfortable to serve. And we see pros do that all the time. That's all they do. They take a lot of time when they're serving, make sure they get very, very comfortable. So make sure that you have a routine that allows you to get supple and get relaxed. So for me, what I love to do is hold the racket and the ball in my tossing arm, my non-dominant arm, when I set up, and then I just place my right hand on the racket nice and soft, just enough so I can hold it. And then when I enter into my routine, I can just feel the racket floating back here at a tension that I want to maintain all the way through the serve. So when I come back to start my serve again, I don't introduce any more tension. So important that I establish the lack of tension in my hand and arm when I'm in my routine and ritual and allow that to sustain itself throughout my serve. So that's really going to help you, and make sure that you're taking nice deep breaths, relaxing. Just mimic what the pros do. How much time do they actually take when they come up and look at the court and go through their routine, take their time, and then serve? And if you can start to build that skill into your serve, that's going to help you improve your serve right away in match play. And this feeds right into number two, and it's so important that we don't rush. And so many recreational players rush the process of serving. But once again, if you examine what the pros do, they take almost all the time between points to set up and serve the ball. So when you're practicing, it's really important that you don't rush through your serve and that you practice your serve with the same interval and timing and everything that you would do when you're playing. So for example, if I were practicing my serve and I wasn't really doing my routine and ritual and I was just hitting serves one after another, they're going in, that really doesn't match what I'm going to be doing in my match play. So it's more important that you hit fewer serves and hit them well and really mimic what you're going to be doing in a match than just running through a basket of balls and just banging them, because that's really not going to give you the feeling or the relation to what a match is actually all about. So when you're practicing, go through everything. Come up, set up, take your time, do your routine, make sure you like the setup with the ball, place the ball. I'm not going to play it because I didn't like my ball tossed in that case, so I'm not going to play it. I'm really going to do every single thing that I'm going to do when I play my match. So now I'm going to reset and start all over again. Okay? Take a nice deep breath, relax, place it up, play it, and carry on from there. Next serve, I'm practicing, I'm not going to rush it. I'm going to imagine once again that I'm actually playing a match. Come up, take my time, do my routine again. Exhale, relax, and then serve. And if you practice that, that's going to really help you when you're playing your matches to do the exact same thing. And that alone is going to help you also improve your serving performance in match play. Next up is we also rush during the serve itself because we have to get ready for the return. So oftentimes at recreational levels, we'll serve and we'll try to get out of the serve quickly to get ready for the return. So maybe I'll do something like I'll place it and I'll just rush because I feel like I got to get ready. But you don't have to get ready for anything because the ball didn't go over. So you really have to take good care of the ball first. And when you're practicing, the other mistake that recreational players make, many players make when they're practicing, is we hit serves, right? And we stand still. We don't move. But when you're actually practicing your serve, you should add the trailing or preparation footwork to get ready for the return. And that's going to help you, again, make the serve during practice feel exactly like the serve during match play. So when you're practicing, add that preparation or trailing footwork into the serve, because it really is part of the serve. When you're executing your serve, you have to get through the serve and then get ready. So when you add that in, it's exactly what you're going to be doing when you're playing, and it's going to help you get the tempo right so that you don't rush the process of actually hitting the serve itself, and then it helps you get on balance and get ready for the return. So here I go. I'm practicing now, getting ready for my match tomorrow. I'm going to do my routine, take my time, nice deep breath and an exhale, and I'm thinking I'm going to place the ball, and I'm going to get ready, all in one motion, all in one movement. And that exercise alone will distinguish you from other players in practice and going to help you in your match play so much to get the tempo right, the balance right, and the preparation for the return. And of course, the big thing we have to overcome is nerves. And we've all been in nervous situations because we're in matches that we want to win. When I was playing in college and I was on my team and I was the last match playing and my match was going to determine the outcome of the team match, that was a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves. So how do we overcome the nervousness? And we see professionals do it really quite well. There's so many things going on. There's stands, the people in the stands, there's people watching from TV, there's money on the line, there's all these things. But I can assure you that when the pros are at that stage in the match and they're serving at any stage in the match, they're not thinking about all those external things that influence them and create all that pressure and tension. If they allow that to creep in, that's usually when we see that occasional double fault. So you really have to train your mind to be focused more on what you're trying to execute and what it feels like to execute from the practice in order of thinking about outcomes. Oh my gosh, if I do this, this is going to happen. Or if I win this match, that's going to happen. Or who's watching me, or whatever it is. You really have to get to a state of mind where you're entirely focused on executing the shot you want to play and not worrying about anything in the future or anything in the past. And make sure, and I've said this during the video several times, when I come up and I do my routine before I actually enter into the serve, I take a nice deep breath and I exhale. I'm up, thinking about what I want to do with my serve, not technically how I'm going to do it, but what do I want the shot to do. At this stage, I'm not thinking about the how to, but more about the what do I want to do with my shot. Come up, do my routine, thinking about what I want to do and feel. Nice deep breath, exhale, and then go into your serve. All these ideas combined will help you serve better in your matches and really mimic more about what your serve is like in the practice rather than in the match play. So, I think the other thing too that we have to keep in mind is that we think of matches as being very, very important. But if you could just think that I'm going to go out tomorrow and I'm going to practice certain things and not worry about the outcome of the match, I'm going to improve my skills, then you take your focus off winning and more on what am I going to execute? What am I going to practice? Maybe you go out and just hit slice backhands the whole match because you want to really improve your slice backhand. Maybe you just want to hit topspin serves because you want to really improve your topspin serve. But most matches are practice matches. They're along the journey that we love in tennis. So don't think so much about, oh my God, I got to win this match. Now, obviously there's going to be times when we want to win that match desperately. But all of this practice is preparation to get you there. And then once you get there, trust yourself and follow the same routines and rituals and practices that you've been working on during your practice time. And finally, what you want to do when you're practicing also is try to create pressure for yourself. Try to make consequences for missing your serve. And I do this with my students all the time. I might say to a student, how far do you live from here? Or where do you live? And they'll say, oh, I live on, 5 miles away up the hill or whatever, or in the adjacent city. And I'll say, if you miss this serve, you have to run home. I'm going to call your parents and tell them not to come get you. And they're like, what? Or if you miss this serve, you've got to do 10 push-ups on the spot. So whatever kind of scenarios that you can create for yourself that artificially put that pressure on you, that you feel like you have to get your serve in, that's going to also help you with your confidence on how to get that serve in and serve well when you're under pressure in match play. Thanks so much for watching today's lesson, and I hope you'll take these concepts to the practice court and improve your serve and make the transition to really good serving in match play. Please give us a like, leave your comments down below, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. We've got a lot more coming here at Performance Plus Tennis. If you want to dive deeper into your serve and really improve it technically, click on the link in the description down below and check out my Serve Foundation course, which has helped thousands of tennis players like you improve their serve performance. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next lesson.